Hi, everyone. You know, in the world of superheroes and villains, there are some characters that just scream, "I'm evil." They wear their badness on their sleeve, like a sparkly tube top you regret buying. Then there's Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom isn't just bad. He's fierce. He's brilliant. And let's be honest, he rocks that mask like nobody's business. He's the kind of villain who could steal your heart, your planet, and your toaster oven, all before breakfast. But what makes Doom so darn fascinating? Is it the flowing cape? The iron fist? Or maybe it's his tragic backstory that makes us want to hand him a tissue and a hug. Don't get too close, though. Those hugs can be deadly. So buckle up, buttercups. We're diving deep into the world of Victor Von Doom, the man behind the mask, the genius, the tyrant, the legend. Get ready for drama, intrigue, and maybe a little bit of magic. Picture this: a small Romani camp in the shadow of the Carpathian Mountains. The air is crisp, the landscape rugged, and the people resilient. That's where our story begins, with a young boy named Victor Von Doom. Born into a world of mysticism and hardship, Victor's early years were anything but ordinary. Victor wasn't your average kid. While other kids were playing tag, he was reading books. Not just any books, but tomes filled with ancient knowledge and secrets. Big, complicated books about science and magic. He was fascinated by the mysteries of the universe and the potential of the human mind. Victor's mom, Cynthia, was a sorceress, and she taught him about the mystical arts. She believed in the power of knowledge and passed on her wisdom to her son. Sadly, she died when he was young, but her lessons stayed with him. Her death left a void in his heart, but also a burning desire to master the arts she had introduced him to. He wanted to use his knowledge to help his people, who were often treated poorly by outsiders. Victor saw the injustices his community faced and vowed to make a difference. His dad, Werner, was a healer, a kind man who taught Victor about compassion. Werner's gentle nature and healing skills were a stark contrast to the harsh world around them. Sadly, Werner died too when Victor was still young. The loss of both parents left Victor with a deep sense of loneliness and a fierce determination to survive. Orphaned and alone, Victor clung to his studies, determined to use his intellect to protect himself and others. He immersed himself in his books, finding solace in the knowledge they offered. Little did he know, his path would lead him down a much darker road. The combination of his intellect and his tragic past set the stage for a future filled with both greatness and peril. See, even as a kid, Victor was ambitious. He dreamed of a world where he could rise above his circumstances and make a name for himself. He wanted to prove himself, to show the world he was more than just a poor orphan. His ambition was fueled by the memories of his parents and the desire to honor their legacy. This drive, this need to prove himself, would become both his greatest strength and his biggest weakness. It would lead him to achieve incredible feats, but also to make choices that would haunt him for the rest of his life. As he gazed at the stars, young Victor dreamed of a future where he could unlock the secrets of the universe and change the world. Little did he know, his journey was just beginning. With every invention, every spell, and every piece of knowledge he acquired, Victor Von Doom was shaping his destiny. A destiny that would one day make him one of the most formidable figures in the world. Now, fast forward a few years. Victor's a whiz kid at a prestigious American university. He's got brains to spare and a chip on his shoulder the size of Texas. He's determined to unlock the secrets of life and death, to build machines that can do the impossible. One day, Victor decides to build a machine that can contact the afterlife, hoping to see his beloved mother again. Noble goal, right? Well, you know what they say about the road to hell. The experiment goes haywire. Kaboom! The explosion scars Victor's face, leaving him physically and emotionally wounded. He's expelled from the university, his dreams seemingly shattered. Talk about a bad day. This is where Victor Von Doom truly becomes Dr. Doom. Consumed by anger, blaming everyone but himself for his misfortune, he travels the world seeking knowledge and power. He ends up in Tibet, where he learns the ways of ancient warriors and masters the art of sorcery. But his greatest transformation is yet to come. Section 4. The Iron Will. Doom's rise to power. Deep in the mountains, Doom forges himself a new identity. He isolates himself from the world, focusing solely on his mission. The harsh environment mirrors his inner turmoil, but it also strengthens his resolve. He designs a suit of armor, a symbol of his unbreakable will. This armor is not just a physical shield, but a manifestation of his indomitable spirit. Every piece of metal, every intricate design, reflects his meticulous nature and his relentless pursuit of perfection. And what's the first thing he does with this awesome new suit? He tests its limits, ensuring it can withstand any challenge. The suit becomes an extension of himself, a tool to achieve his grand ambitions. He goes back to his homeland, Latveria, a small European country ruled by a cruel baron. The baron's reign has left the people in despair, and Doom sees the suffering firsthand. The once vibrant villages are now shadows of their former selves. Doom sees an opportunity to right a wrong, to use his power to protect the weak and the innocent, just like he always wanted. His heart, though hardened, still beats for justice. He knows that to bring about change, he must act decisively. He overthrows the Baron and declares himself the new ruler of Latveria. The battle is fierce, but Doom's strategic mind and superior technology give him the upper hand. The Baron's forces crumble under the might of Doom's iron will. The people, tired of oppression, embrace him as their savior. They see in him a beacon of hope, a leader who promises a brighter future. Celebrations erupt in the streets, and for the first time in years, the air is filled with joy and optimism. As ruler, Doom is ruthless but effective. He implements strict policies to ensure order and progress. His methods are harsh, but they yield results. The once stagnant nation begins to thrive under his leadership. He modernizes Latveria, using his scientific genius to improve the lives of his people. Advanced technology becomes commonplace, and the nation leaps forward in development. Doom's vision of a utopia starts to take shape. He rules with an iron fist, crushing any opposition with swift and brutal force. Dissent is not tolerated, and those who challenge his authority face severe consequences. His rule is absolute, and his word is law. He becomes a symbol of fear and respect, both feared and admired by the world. His name echoes in the halls of power, and his influence extends far beyond Latveria's borders. Allies and enemies alike watch his every move. He is Dr. Doom, the sovereign ruler of Latveria, and no one will stand in his way. His journey from a man in the mountains to a ruler of a nation is a testament to his iron will and unyielding determination. The world will never forget the rise of Dr. Doom. Section 5. Master of Science and Magic. Doom's abilities. Now let's talk about what makes Dr. Doom so formidable. This guy's a walking, talking arsenal of awesome. From his intellect to his magical prowess, Doom is a character who embodies the perfect blend of science and sorcery. He's a genius-level intellect, rivaling the likes of Tony Stark and Reed Richards. His mind is a treasure trove of knowledge, constantly innovating and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. He's a master of robotics, physics, and engineering, able to invent gadgets and weapons that would make your head spin. But wait, there's more. His inventions are not just theoretical. They are practical, deadly, and often ahead of their time. Doom's not just a science whiz. He's also a powerful sorcerer. His magical abilities are as formidable as his scientific ones, making him a dual threat. He learned from the best, honing his skills to the point where he can go toe-to-toe with the Sorcerer Supreme himself, Doctor Strange. Imagine the kind of dedication and discipline it takes to master both science and magic at such a high level. He can teleport, conjure shields of mystical energy, and unleash bolts of pure magic. These abilities make him incredibly versatile in combat, able to adapt to any situation. And then there's the armor. Oh, the armor. It's not just a suit. It's an extension of his will and intellect. It's not just some fancy metal suit. It's a technological marvel, designed with precision and care. It's a technological marvel, bulletproof, fireproof, and equipped with all sorts of fun toys. From energy blasters to force fields, this armor has it all. It enhances his strength and durability, allowing him to go hand-to-hand with the likes of the Thing and the Hulk. Imagine the kind of power it takes to stand up to such titans and come out unscathed. Plus, it just looks darn intimidating. The sight of Doom and his armor is enough to send chills down the spine of any opponent. Basically, Doctor Doom is the total package: brains, brawn, and a touch of the supernatural. His unique combination of skills makes him one of the most dangerous villains in the Marvel Universe. He's a force of nature, a one-man army, and a constant thorn in the side of good guys everywhere. Whether he's battling the Fantastic Four or plotting his next world domination scheme, Doctor Doom is a character who commands respect and fear in equal measure. His legacy is one of brilliance and terror, a testament to what happens when genius and ambition are combined without moral restraint. Doctor Doom is not just a villain, he's an icon, a symbol of the ultimate anti-hero. So, the next time you see that menacing mask, remember the incredible abilities and the relentless drive behind it. Doctor Doom is a character who will always be a formidable presence in the world of superheroes and villains.